Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading to the channel. Y'all, here go them birds. Hey, they loving me, y'all. All right, so you guys, I hope you guys are ready for today. Man, I need to invest in me one of them candle holder things. You know what I'm talking? Not candle holders, but what these things called? These things that hold the phone. Because when I come out here, I just be getting all kinds of copper toner in my hand, holding this thing up, you know. But I need to invest in me one of them things for real. I got one in the house for my in the thing where I record the actual classes and stuff. But I need one for out here. So anywho, I just wanted to come and deliver you guys your ancestor message for today. And y'all, well, they ain't wasting no time. They like, okay, now take one. Okay. For those of you that are going through this tough time, your ancestors are wanting you to look at a moment, reflect on a moment from years ago that was extremely tough and difficult for you to go through, and see how that moment impacts you now. And they're saying that you will, once you look at this moment, they're saying that you know the moment I'm talking about, that the moment was like catastrophic, like you thought you wasn't gonna make it out. It was like one of the worst things ever. And they want you to revisit it right now at this very moment and see if it still affects you the same way. And if the answer is no, and they talking about the exact same way, I'm talking about falling out, crying on the floor, kicking, screaming, ready to burn down everybody in your path. They said if that emotion is not the same, then you need to understand that whatever it is that you're going through right now is going, in a couple of years, it's going to be like that. And that this calamity, chaotic type of energy needs to be addressed. And so what your guys and your ancestors are saying is that, like, when you are going through things and you are experiencing things, right, they don't want you to avoid the experience that you're going through. It's almost like they want you to really, that's the reason why this thing keep like showing up the way that it do for you in particular, is because you ain't dealing with the whole of it. And this ain't for everybody, it's just for a few of y'all, but you ain't dealing with the whole of it. It's like you need to know this thing all the way down to the nucleus. Like, you need to know it all the way down. You need to know it down to its origin and how it evolved and all that other stuff. You need to know like the intricate details of this thing. And then once you understand the intricate details of this thing, when faced with it again, then you could be able to deal with it properly and deal with it better. Then you could be calling it protecting your peace. Because right now, the way you're dealing with it is kind of like you're pushing it down, you're pushing it away, you're moving it out the way, and it's not being dealt with, and then it resurfaces, and then it's not being dealt with, and you're like, oh, I thought I was over this. Well, you can't be over something that you never fixed. You can't be over something that you never worked through. You can't be over it. You can't be healed from something that you just avoid. And you have to be mindful of avoiding things on this journey, because there's no way that you're going to be able to run from the things that you avoid. The things that you avoid will find you like a magnet. It'll be magnetic. And they might not find you in a month. They might not find you in a year. They might not find you in 10 years. But they may find their way to you in other ways. Through your kids, through your families, through your significant others, through relationships, friendships, through work. Oh, you'll be confronted with it. You'll find it. And by the time it gets to you and you haven't worked with it, it'll be too late. Because now you ain't worked on it and you ain't got no skills or no coping skills or nothing to deal with it. And you got to deal with it on the spot. So that's why your ancestors wanting you to do it like that way. They don't want you to keep doing it the way that you're doing it, because the way you're doing it is going to cause for a bigger problem later on. So protecting your peace is not avoidance. Avoidance is avoidance. And you can't avoid everything. And you cannot exist in the world and act as if that world don't exist. Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay now. Okay. I hope y'all hearing what they trying to tell y'all. You can't exist in a world and act like that world don't exist. And you can't exist in a world and act like that world don't exist. You can't believe in one facet of that world. You can. But you can't believe in one facet of that world and act like the rest of that world don't exist to you. That's what your ancestors are saying. So stop using the phrase protecting your peace as an excuse to avoid. Okay? So now, trust your gut. Your ancestors are saying to you. They're saying that you've been trusting your gut this whole time, right? And all this time, your gut has been the thing that has led you. And yet you acting like you don't trust your own intuition. Okay now. Okay now. Maybe the timing isn't right for you right now. Maybe you need to sit back, reflect on that thing, let it digest a little bit, get some more information a little bit, do all that stuff, and then you do all that stuff, then everything will start to make more sense to you. You might be trying to do it like prematurely or something. But it might not be the time for you right now to do what it is that you're trying to do. Maybe doing part of what it is that you're trying to do. Or doing a part of what you're trying to do that you understand. Don't take on something too big for you right now. And this is not somebody trying to shut down your dreams. Please recognize the difference. What is being said here is you might need a little bit more information on this part. So you focus on this part and develop this part. That way you can bring these two parts together, if that makes sense. I don't know what type of decision y'all got going on, but y'all ancestors said, like, look, when all of the order comes, when you get everything in order, that's when it's all gonna come together. That's when it's gonna make sense. That's when it's gonna be perfect for you. That's when what is it called? That's when you're gonna start connecting with it in the way that you're supposed to connect with it. Kind of like what I'm doing, what I do right now. You know? Man, so many different things has to be brought together in order for me to be able to be a therapist at all, period, right? So many different things. It took traditional education and spiritual education. It took all of it. It took spiritual knowledge and traditional knowledge. It took decades in universities and decades in this. Not saying that you need to go to university route all the time, but I tell you, it helps. It helps. But it took a lot. It took a lot to be able to put that word therapy into this. Okay? And so sometimes you just need a little bit more. But that doesn't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. Because remember how y'all know how I believe about time. But listen, there was something that I posted on the community tab the other day, and it said sometimes you need 10 years to have the best year of your life. Now, I ain't saying that it's the best year, but it's pretty darn close. All right, it's pretty close. It's a close second, if that's But this year has been amazing for me, and it just now beginning. It's only we 4 months in. We 4 months in. Oh, we about to be 5 months. We about to be 5 months in. Okay, ain't nobody over there. I'm just talking to my guys and things. All right, but we're about to be 5 months in, and it's already one of the most amazing years ever. All right, so sometimes it just take a little while. You just need a little bit more information. That don't mean nothing, because look, y'all might think that y'all are behind, and you ain't even behind. You just getting all that little information that you gonna need to do your thing. And when you do your thing, ain't nobody gonna be able to do your thing better than you. And that's what your ancestors are trying to tell you. Don't be worried about what everybody else doing. I used to do that too. When I was Oh, 6 years ago, man, I used to always be worried about what everybody else was doing. I ain't feel like I was, but I really was. And now I don't care. Now I'm like, oh, I ain't worried about it. Nothing nobody doing. Because what I'm doing, it's a whole different mission. It's a whole different assignment. I have a whole different, total different team of guys when it comes to this thing. And so do you. Your assignment, your soul mission is your soul mission. And that's why I think that's why they want me to be on this thing like that. Because your soul mission is your soul mission. Maybe you surrounding yourself with the wrong people. That's another thing too. Maybe you surrounding yourself with the wrong people. Maybe the people that's around you is unstable. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them might be unstable. And that's why your guys and your ancestors, they really want y'all to protect y'all peace in y'all home, y'all vortex, your spiritual home. This is your home right here. This is your home. You is your home. The inside of you is your home. Your house that you come into every day, that's your home. That's your vortex. The family that you love on every day, that's your home. So that home needs to be protected, and that home needs to be your peace, right? And so your God and your ancestors saying, stop letting people into your homes. Be mindful of the people that you let in your homes. Because they may be disrupting your peace, and they may be unstable, and they may be stealing from your home. And you don't know that a burglary is in place because you're unaware, because you're letting all these people inside your home. And what they stealing is invaluable. They're stealing your energy. They're stealing your time. They're draining you of your energy, and now you don't have it to give to the other things that make up your home, that make your house look good and feel good. Okay, I hope that makes sense, y'all. I hope that makes sense. But stop letting everybody in your home, and that could be in the physical and the spiritual. But you are protected by your ancestors and your guides, because no harm can come to you when you are protected by those in the supernatural. That's why you got to call on them. That's why they asking you, like, hey, if you need me, holler at me. That's what your ancestors saying. You need me, holler at me. You need me, I got you, right? But you have to ask them, because they not finna just jump in the thing and do stuff if you don't ask them to. You have to ask them. They need your permission. So you got to give them permission to do what it is that you need them to do. You have to give your ancestors permission to do what it is that you need them to do. And if you need them to provide protection, then you tell them. If you want them to communicate with you, then you tell them. And you tell them how you want them to communicate with you, and they will do it. But they ain't finna do nothing if you ain't asking them, or you ain't telling them to. Because the way this works is, it's not like, it's similar to when they was here, but it's not the same. When they was here, some of them, they had to guide you. But over there, it's all about free will. And they not going to go against your will. And so if your will is not for them to help you, they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. So when you tell them, I don't want this and I don't want that, you don't give them permission to do it, they ain't going to do it. You know. Now some of them, mine and some of y'all's, okay, they be getting on my nerve. Okay? They be getting on my nerve. But another thing is, they don't want you letting people judgment of you change you. You shouldn't even care about what people got to say about you, because it doesn't matter. Nothing that nobody got to say about you matters at all, whatsoever. The only thing that matters is you. You should be able to be yourself around the people that care about you. And if you can't be yourself around them, you got to extract them. They got to go. You don't be around people that's not going to allow you to be yourself. They want you to align with what's in the present. So always being present. That way you're not missing them. Because some of y'all, they be like, yo, ding, 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 ding. Like they be communicating with you in the physical. in the physical, because that's how you told them you wanted them to communicate with you, and you just missing it. So that's why you got to be present. When y'all meditate, don't meditate and just get up and start doing something. Be in the present for 1 minute so you can see if anything's happening. Pay attention to everything that's going on around you so that you can know if they're communicating with you. Because, ooh, is that a bus? I ain't never heard of bus. So if that's a bus, whew, maybe it's a bus driver. One of y'all ancestors was a bus driver or something. I don't know. I ain't never heard no bus. And all of y'all, for all the years y'all been following me, y'all ain't never heard no bus either. So we ain't gonna act like we done heard a bus before. But that was a bus. So don't even know what y'all was saying. So they communicate with you in the physical because you asked them to communicate with you in the physical. Thank you. And so you have to pay attention to the signs that they're sending you. You know, favorite flowers. If you see one of your ancestors' favorite flowers pop up, you already know what's up. They might be communicating with you. Pay attention. Hone in on that flower. You see random animals, pay attention to them animals. Might be your animal guide. Some of your guys stay with you forever, and some of them stay with you for a spell. Let's just be real, okay? And some of y'all feel like y'all don't hear y'all ancestors and y'all guide no more, but that's not that y'all don't hear them. They are now a part of you because you said, I want you to communicate through me all the time. I want you to communicate. Some of y'all gave y'all ancestors and y'all guys permission to communicate with y'all all the time. And so now sometimes you doing things and you maneuvering throughout life and you thinking, dang, I ain't heard my ancestors in a while. They quiet. They ain't quiet. They're a part of you now. You done activated that part of yourself. Y'all are one. Y'all done folded in on each other. Y'all are one. Y'all are, this is that oneness. That is part of that oneness that we was talking about. So now you have evolved into that level of consciousness to the point to where every action that you do is your guys and your ancestors. And you just choosing between which ones you gonna connect with. All right, because they now inside of you. Okay, so what else? But yeah, they ain't left you. They have not left you. They right there with y'all. So be paying attention to them things. A lot of somebody told me that they had been experiencing like certain pains that they had never felt before. And when after talking with them, we discovered that, hey, you know, there was one of their ancestors that was trying to communicate with them. That's how they was communicating with them, through that particular pain, you know, so that they can remember which, oh, my such and such had this pain. I ain't gonna say what the such and such was, because then some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. But yeah, always stand in the present, trusting your gut feeling, trusting them, asking them for help when you need it, making sure you paying attention to who you is inviting in your space. All right, and making sure you're paying attention to everything that enters your space, everything that enters your space. This is your peace. This is how you protect your peace. You protect it by not allowing things in it. You protect it by not allowing things in it. So that's pretty much it, y'all. I don't want to be the dead horse with the ancestors. They already got the front of my head hurt, and I come right out of session, and I'm hearing like do, you know, and I'm like, dang, like I don't even know how I'm gonna process it. But process it as best as I could with the help of them. So make sure y'all are doing whatever offerings are necessary that y'all ancestors asked y'all to do. Some of y'all been getting intuitive hits from y'all ancestors, and y'all ancestors done told y'all several times to put that thing down there. And purple, okay? Whoever ancestors like that favorite color purple, they saying you need to go and put that purple on a doggone altar, or put it nearby or something. They don't care where you put it, but yes, they love that purple. So go ahead and do it, man, because if y'all don't do it, then they gonna come over here and mess with me, and then, you know, then I'm gonna have to get on here and put it out in the message, and then you're gonna be feeling shame because your ancestors snitched on you. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. If you like the content on this page, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Also, all of the content is on Patreon. The link to Patreon is in the description below, and I'll holler at y'all.